Hello everyone, welcome back to Club Friday Radio Shack, and with me is DJ Jazz, Luke,
Catherine,
Morgan,
Jamie,
Amy,
Paige,
Jack,
Lewis,
Drew and Honey.
And I am going to be passing on to Catherine with the top 10 songs.
Thank you, Luke. I'm Catherine and I'm here with top 10 songs. In 10th place is Story of My Life. Parents all over the country have been amazed at the sudden change to their children's behaviour after listening to One Direction's Story of My Life. In 9th place is Timber. It needs more words. Half of it is just music, says Drew's mum. In 8th place is I Will Never Let You Down. It needs more rock to it. In 7th place is Selfie. It needs more boost and more words, says half the country. In 6th place is Dark Horse. It needs more oomph and better words. In 5th place is Troublemaker. Children have instantly turned into troublemakers themselves after hearing this terrible song. In 4th place is Call Me Maybe. People say it's just stupid, it doesn't have a line to it. In 3rd place is These Days by Take That. People say it needs more rock, it's just so floaty and it's boring. In 2nd place is Dance With Me Tonight with Ollie Murs. People say it's sung by a stupid singer. And in 1st place is Bad Blood by Taylor Swift. People just say it's amazing. I'm Catherine and now I'm passing on to Luke.
And our first song of Club Friday is going to be, hopefully you know, Hall of Fame, and all those famous people. Do not spend all your money on something. And that was Hall of Fame, the ending, and it was made by The Script, and I'm passing on to Amy and Honey.
Thank you, Luke. I'm Amy, and I'm here with
Honey, and today we are going to read the 3rd chapter of Honey the Sweet Fairy. The 3rd chapter is Goblin Trouble. Kirsty and Rachel slipped inside the stockroom at once and shut the door behind them. Honey was wearing a pale yellow dress and little sherbet yellow shoes. Her golden brown ponytail swung madly to and fro as she tried to save her party bag. "Oh, girls, please help me,"
she cried as she saw the friends. "We certainly will," Rachel called back fiercely. Her gaze fell on a large jar of sweets. "Gobstoppers," she exclaimed happily, unscrewing the lid. "Over here, Kirsty." Both girls took handfuls of the gobstoppers and began pelting the goblin with the hard, round sweets.
"Ouch!" yelped the goblin as a gobstopper bounced off his long nose. He threw up his arms to protect his face and let go of the party bag, but he released it so suddenly that Honey shot backwards into one of the shelves. All the breath was knocked out of her and she dropped her precious party bag.
"Oh no," gasped Honey, as the shimmering golden fairy dust tumbled out of the bag in a sparkling shower. The girls and Honey rushed to scoop up the tiny sweet-shaped sparkles, but the goblin was already there, grabbing great glittering handfuls. "Just what Jack Frost wanted," he gloated, stuffing it into his pockets. "Now I've got this fairy dust, his party will be better than ever."
"Oh, no, it won't," Kirsty shouted, grabbing a striped candy cane from the floor. Rachel did the same, and the two girls started poking the goblin in the ribs with them. "Ooh, ah, tee-hee," the goblin giggled helplessly as the canes tickled him. "Stop, stop, stop." The goblin was laughing so hard that he lost his balance. He stumbled and skidded on the gobstoppers that were all over the floor. "Whoa!" he cried, his arms flailing, and then, "Ow!" he shouted as he fell over.
All of the fairy dust bounced out of his pockets as he landed and began vanishing before his eyes. The goblin stretched out a gnarly green hand to grab it again, but Honey was too quick for him. She waved her wand and the candy canes and muttered some magical words. Kirsty and Rachel watched in delight as all the candy canes on the floor started to shimmer with a golden glow. Then they leapt up and marched smartly over to the goblin.
Before he could get his hands on any of the vanishing fairy dust, the stripy canes began herding him across the room. "Hey!" protested the goblin as the canes pushed him backwards. "Stop that!" But Honey's magic was too strong for him. The grumbling goblin was marched right out of the back door of the shop by the dancing candy canes. "That's got rid of him," Rachel laughed as the door swung shut behind the goblin.
"Phew!" Honey sighed with relief, smiling at the girls. Then she fluttered down to look at her party bag, and the smile slipped from her face. "Oh dear," she cried. The fairy dust had all disappeared, and the bag was empty. Kirsty glanced around the stockroom. It was a terrible mess. There were sweets all over the floor, and just overturned on every shelf. "We'd better tidy this up before Mrs. Twist sees it," she said anxiously. "It's going to take us ages."
"If only I had some fairy dust, I could magic everything to rights," Honey cried, "but that horrible goblin made me spoil it all." "Girls," came Mrs. Twist's voice from the shop, "is everything all right in there?" Yes, we're just coming," Cassie called back quickly. The girls looked at each other in panic. They could hear the shop bell jingling as yet more customers came in for sweets. What were they going to do?
And that's the end of the chapter. Next week's chapter will be A Flying Visit. This is the end of the third chapter. I hope you enjoyed it. This was me, Amy.
And Honey, and now passing on to Drew.
Thanks, Honey and Amy. I'm Drew, and I'm here with the top 10 anime. And if you don't know what an anime is, I will tell you. An anime is a Japanese cartoon animation. At 10 is Ganitima. At 9 is Shangsatu. At 8 is Brotherhood. At 7 is Ukimakondikabu. At 6 is Cowboy Beppo. 5 is Fate/Zero. At 4 is Teenage T-Popper. At 3 is Death Note. 2 Hunter x Hunter. And 1 is Attack on Titans. I'm Drew, and I'll be passing on to Morgan.
Thank you, Drew. I'm Morgan, and I'm going to be doing the second song, which is Bridget Mendler, Ready or Not. That was Bridget Mendler, Ready or Not. Now passing on to Jamie.
Thank you, Morgan. I'm Jamie, and I'm doing the top 10 Wii U games. At number 10 is Splatoon. At number 9 is Mario Party 10. At number 8 is Wind Waker HD. At number 7 is Mario Maker. At number 6 is, I can't read that. At number 5, I can't read that one either. Number 4 is Yoshi's Woolly World. At number 3, I can't read that one either. Number 2 is Star Fox. Number 1 is, I can't read that one. Okay, you probably didn't know most of them because I couldn't read most of them. So passing on to Jack and Lewis with the jokes.
Thank you, Jamie, and I am Jack, giving you some jokes with
Lewis.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
R2. R2D2.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Walter.
Welder who?
Wall-to-wall carpet. I hope you enjoyed them jokes. That was Lewis and
Jack.
Now passing on to Paige.
Thank you, Lewis and Jack. Hello, I am Paige, and I'm going to sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the sky so high, like a diamond in the sky, I have been paid. Now passing on to Morgan with the shout-outs.
Thank you, Paige. Now to the shout-outs.
I'm shouting out to Kian in Stonehenge School.
I am shouting out to Maddie in Damery class.
My shout-out is to Harry for being a good friend.
My shout out is to the script for making Hall of Fame.
My shout-out is to my dad.
My shout-out is for my sister Ali for always bringing me cakes because she works in Costa.
My shout-out is to Miss Merridew for being a great teacher.
My shout-out is to Miss Thomas from Stonehenge School for being a great mother.
And my shout out is to my mum. What's for tea? That's all we've got time for today. See you next time on the radio show.
Bye!
Everything's cool when you're part of Amesbury Primary. The Radio Shack. It's just how you like it.